Alright, um, I had to awkwardly set up that camera like that because, the webcam on my laptop is being a little not cooperative, so yeah, it's on my phone right now. But anyway, hi everyone, I haven't made a video in a while, but, this one that I'm making right now is kind of one I was going to make a while ago before my laptop, like, died. Now my laptop has been resurrected by my wonderful brother-in-law, and so this is just kind of random funny stories from a while ago. And if you want to hear an actual update about like stuff that's finally happening in my life, that would be the next video I'm going to make / upload. So okay, a while back, I don't remember what month we went in, like the beginning of October maybe, my sisters and I went to Vegas. We had a sister's trip. Of course, my niece and brother-in-law also came, so it wasn't exclusively sister trip. Basically, he was a babysitter at night, and us sisters went out, just us then. But, part of the time, we were chilling during the day, and we went to the hotel's pool, and we were just, you know, chilling by the poolside. It wasn't too hot or sunny, so it was nice. I put on like my wraparound skirt and stuff, and the best part that you all will love is, I took my geology book and notes with me to the poolside. Yes, I brought my notes with me to Vegas over the weekend because I was supposed to have an exam like the Monday afterwards. It ended up getting canceled, but that's besides the point. I'm sitting by the poolside in Vegas, and people around me are like, you know, going around in bikinis, and they have drinks, and they're all like, woohoo, Vegas, and I'm sitting there with my geology book. Of course, you know, we were still chilling, so if I had to study, that was a cool place to study. Great little study break during that session was when this lady, like across the pool we could see, she started dancing to the music that the DJ had playing, and she looked a little bit under the weather, and she was this short, like a little bit stout lady in this swimsuit and skirt, and she was just like busting out all these moves that you would not do if you're sober, I don't think. And she was all like shaking it up, and I don't know what, I'm not even going to repeat the moves, but she was like, she was doing all these funny moves and like, woo, really, really into it. She's like, I don't know, mid or late 40s or something. And so we're all just like, oh, okay, clapping along because she's having a really good time. And so one song ends and she's like, okay. But then she gets up again and starts doing it again. And for like 10 minutes she's just dancing. And this other guy who was holding his drink started dancing behind her, and he was doing, you know, like, yeah, those moves. I can't believe I actually tried imitating those. Anyway, so that was fun. She started like high-fiving everyone on the way out. Yeah. She got like a round of applause from everyone at the poolside. Another fun story is when I started acting like I was drunk. I was not drunk, for the record. I was not. But if you've ever noticed, if I'm having a really good time, I get on these like fun highs. Maybe it's not if I was drunk, if I was like high. Yeah, so I just started, like, the smallest things seemed funny to me, and I was just giggling and laughing the whole time. My sisters and I, well, me and the eldest sister, we started, like, drunkenly staggering together somewhere. I don't know, we were laughing really hard, and we, like, ran into this little kid outside Treasure Island, one of the hotels. I don't think his dad was too happy about that, but I felt a little bad, but it was really funny. And we came out like that after we saw the Cirque du Soleil show, and it was really cool. It was one of the family-friendly ones, not the like 21 and over, with like half-naked people dancing around. This wasn't that one. But it's really cool. Part of it, we have this joke now around the house. We go around saying "Papa," just like that. And that's because in the Cirque du Soleil show, during like the beginning, they had this big guy dressed up as a baby. He had like giant diaper and bonnet on and everything, and he was really creepy, and he was doing this like creepy baby sounds, and he had this giant bouncy ball. He was bouncing it on stage, and then he bounced it towards the audience, like the front part. And so this guy got up and bounced it back to him, and baby's like, yay! And he bounces it back to the guy again. And so the guy's like, okay. And this is a real audience member. He brings it back, and the baby's so happy, baby. And then he starts going, Papa! To the guy in the audience who gave it back to him, and he makes the guy come on stage, and like he wants to hug him, so he's like, Papa! But then he like squirts him with a bottle instead. And so like periodically, after all the stunts and stuff, in the middle the baby will come out. He came out like riding this golf cart looking thing at one point with a siren on it, and he stopped, and the spotlight came on the guy who was calling Papa, and he called Papa up with him and drove off with him backstage. We were like, Papa's missing some of the show. Like a minute later, we see Papa drive on stage with the baby, and he's dressed up as a baby. He's a giant baby. Well, he's next to the gianter baby, but they made Papa dress up as a baby. And then he drives off again. And the next time we see him, poor Papa is pushing the go-kart that's supposedly like broken down. And so I had a real audience member do that. So yeah, from now on we go around screaming like, Papa! Papa! And it's fun. They had like a lot of other audience member stuff, like they you know how you have like the usher dude, the fake usher, who's kind of like the pre-show, who goes around making fun of audience members as they walk in to entertain the rest of the audience members? Well, he came out in the middle, I guess, while the acrobatics were getting set up backstage, and he like picked out this guy from the audience, and he put him in one of those boxes, and it looked like he was about to like make him disappear or saw in half or something. And then he starts walking back towards the audience, sits down next to the girl who that audience member was with, and he starts taking out like a candlestick and like wine glasses and stuff, and as if he's going to be on a date with her. And then the box starts rotating with the stage, and you see the back is a cage, and he's like waving to the guy as he goes by saying like, I stole your date, and it's like an old guy sitting next to this really young girl. And then he took another random audience member, like another young guy who was with another girl. He pulls him out of his seat, sits him next to that other girl, and like drapes his arm around her so it looks like he's stealing her. And they try and like move away, and he makes them move back. It was really awkward, but really funny. So there's a bunch of stuff like that. So after that was when we started acting really drunk and whatever, or at least I did, drunk, high, whatever you want to call it. And then we saw this really like raunchy type show outside Treasure Island with, I don't know if any of you have ever seen it. It's like they have a ship right out there, and they have this pirate siren show where there's like all these girls that are scantily dressed, and they're like the sirens, and then there's a ship who's trying to get like one of their guys back who's on the siren ship, and so they have like, they're like singing across, and there was parts of it were cool. They had like cannon shots, and parts there was like fire and whatnot. But other than that, it was really like there's a bunch of innuendo and other stuff that I really don't remember being there the last time I saw that show. Might have added it. Yeah, it basically looked like a ship of strippers talking to a bunch of guys who totally wouldn't mind being on a ship of strippers. Yeah, and then we just walked around the hotel and stuff while I was acting drunk. And, Nick, there's a shot glass waiting for you from there. Whenever you want to claim it, because I really don't feel like mailing it in case it gets cracked or something. I would have to, like, heck or pack it. So we'll see whenever you can get it. Those were kind of random stories. I swear I have more, and they might be more interesting. I don't know if you guys even care to hear these ones. But, oh, we also go around the house screaming, duck! because my niece, she has this little, like, you know, those little cardboard book thingies, and I realized they're hard like that so that really little kids don't, like, tear them up. So that's smart. Anyway, so she had one and there's like a picture of a duck on it, so she'd be like, duh, duh. And so she should be starting to talk now, but apparently if you have like bilingual household, then it's a little more difficult and it takes a little longer because we talk in Urdu and English to her. But my sister was like, duh, duh, say duck. And so she started telling her duck, duck. And we're like, why aren't you telling her to say mama? And she's like, I'll take anything right now. So then every time we see something duck or we're just like, duck, we just randomly scream duck. So I really want her first word to be duck now. Be awesome. Just be such a great story. So yeah, I randomly screamed duck and papa and probably a bunch of other random stuff that wouldn't make sense. I don't know if you can actually hear, there's like hammering going on because my parents are redoing their bathroom. We just redid ours, mine and my sister's. So yeah, that is why. What other interesting things? I finished Gone with the Wind. I've been reading that for a couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, is it long? But I actually really liked it, which is surprising considering all the Civil War history going along with it, obviously. And I was like being such a dork and all like proud of the stuff I remembered. Probably wouldn't remember enough SFI. I almost called it SFR for some reason, don't ask why. But SFI for Mr. Williams. Yeah, I just wanted to tell the stupid Vegas stories. So if you want to hear about orientation, go ahead and click on the next video, and I made these guys separate so that you wouldn't have to like watch a 30-minute video or something. So yeah, if you cared at all to listen this far, go ahead next to orientation, and that's actually real information, which also has kind of random stories, but not really. I'm going to shut up now, so I will talk to you guys again soon.